Nina was one of the Lekki big girls. She lived a life full of fun and luxury. Every night, she moved from one club to another, always partying, riding in luxury cars and flashing designer bags they didn't work for. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss when I drop a new one. Alright, let's continue. Once upon a time, in the buzzing heart of Lagos, in a place called Lekki where the rich played and the poor envied, there lived a breathtakingly beautiful young lady named Nina. Her skin glowed like caramel under the sun, her curves made men stop mid-sentence, and her smile could melt the coldest hearts. But behind that radiant beauty was a life of reckless pleasure, danger, and emptiness. She wasn't born into wealth. Her mother, Mama Agatha, was a retired teacher living in a modest apartment in Ajij. Nina's father died when she was just 3, and her elder sister, Agatha, passed away at the age of 9. Since then, Nina became her mother's only child, her everything. Mama Agatha poured all her love, hope, and sacrifices into raising her. After graduating from the university, each morning Nina would dress in a neat shirt and black skirt, clutching her file filled with copies of her CV, and head to one cyber cafe after another, sending applications to companies, hotels, offices, any place that had a vacancy. She applied to banks, supermarkets, airlines, even to work as a secretary in small shops. But days turned into weeks. Weeks became months. Some places didn't reply. Others said, "We'll get back to you." But they never did. At night, she would sit quietly in their small parlor, eyes fixed on her phone, waiting for a call that never came. Mama Agatha watched her daughter with worry, praying silently each day. Then one sunny afternoon, just when hope began to fade, Nina's phone rang. "Hello, is this Miss Nina Okoro?" the voice asked. "Yes, speaking," Nina answered, sitting up. "You applied for the receptionist position at Rosegate International Hotel in Lekki. We'd like you to resume next week. Starting salary is 150,000 naira with free staff accommodation." Nina screamed with joy. Mom, I got a job," she shouted, rushing out of the room. Tears rolled down her mother's cheeks as she hugged her daughter. "God has answered us," she said, smiling through her tears. She looked at her daughter with a mixture of pride and concern. "So, this new job you got, where exactly is it?" she asked, her eyes narrowing slightly. "It's in Lekki, Mama," Nina replied. Mama Agatha's face changed. "Lekki," she repeated, startled. "That's very far from here, Nina. How will you be going to work from Ajij to Lekki every day?" Nina smiled. "Don't worry, Mama. They said it comes with accommodation. Staff quarters. So I'll be staying there." For a long moment, Mama Agatha said nothing. She looked into her daughter's eyes, as if searching for something deeper. That evening, Nina packed her bag, ready to leave early in the morning. At first, Nina stuck to her job, smiling, attending to guests and answering phones. But it didn't take long before she caught the attention of other young ladies working at the hotel. One night, her colleague Amaka pulled her aside. "Nina, people are making serious money from this receptionist job. Don't miss the opportunity." Nina frowned slightly. "What exactly do you mean?" "Look around you," her colleague said, lowering her voice. "These big boys that lodge here have more than enough money. All you have to do is smile, be polite, and if they ask for your number, give it to them. The salary alone can't take care of all our needs." That was the beginning. Soon, Nina found herself accepting drinks from customers, then gifts, then hotel room invitations. Her weekends were booked. She stopped sleeping in the hotel staff quarters and rented her own apartment in Lekki Phase 1, complete with a flat-screen TV, ring light, and floor-length mirror. Life was sweet. She began to wear wigs that touched her waist and perfumes that made people turn around when she passed. Within a year, she resigned from her receptionist job. "I can't come and die behind counter," she told her friend Kemi as they sipped cocktails in a beach lounge. She had officially joined the league of Lekki big girls. On a sunny afternoon in Ajij, Mama Agatha was peeling yam by the corner of her small kitchen when she heard the horn of a car outside. She stood up and peeped through the curtain. A black Uber Corolla had just pulled up. From the back seat stepped her daughter, Nina, beautiful like the morning sun, her skin glowing, her hair braided neatly, with gold earrings that danced in the light. She carried 2 large shopping bags and wore slippers that sparkled with tiny stones. "Mama," Nina called, smiling wide. "Ah, my daughter. Welcome home." Mama Agatha rushed out and hugged her tight. "You didn't even tell me you were coming." "Surprise visit, Mama. I just wanted to check on you," Nina said with a smile. Inside the small sitting room, she began unpacking the bags: rice, vegetable oil, tins of milk, sardines, soaps, and beautiful wrappers. Mama Agatha's face lit up with joy. "My daughter, thank you. God will bless you. This your job, must be paying well." "I'm okay, Mama," Nina replied, settling into the wooden chair and fanning herself. "It's not much, but we're managing." Just then, her phone rang. "Excuse me, Mama. Let me take this call." She stepped outside. The old curtain swayed gently as Mama Agatha, still smiling, began arranging the groceries. But then she froze. Nina's voice drifted in through the window. "Alhaji, if you want me till daybreak, it's 200,000. Short time, 100,000 naira. No negotiations." Mama Agatha froze. Her smile vanished. She quietly dropped the bag of milk and sat down, staring at the floor. The room was silent, except for the sound of Nina's voice outside, and a mother's heart quietly breaking inside. The call she overheard wasn't that of her daughter giving a work update. It was the voice of a young woman bargaining her body. "If I stay till daybreak, it's 200,000 naira. For short time, 100,000 naira." Mama Agatha sat on her old wooden chair, her hands wrapped tightly around her wrapper as she watched her daughter, Nina, press her phone with a smile dancing on her lips. Those words pierced her like thorns. Mama Agatha couldn't hold it anymore. Her eyes filled with tears as she turned to Nina. "Nina, my daughter overheard your conversation. I did not suffer to raise you for this kind of life. Your body is not for sale. Your soul is not a transaction. My daughter, please, I beg you in the name of God, come out of this life. You are beautiful. You are smart. You have your degree. Stop walking down this path before it swallows you. Not everything that glitters is gold." Unfortunately, Nina had stopped listening a long time ago. She rolled her eyes, twirled her Brazilian hair, and giggled. Nina stood up slowly, her expression calm but unreadable. "Mama, I know you care," she said, picking up her designer purse. "But I have to go back. I only came because I was missing you." She paused, then added in a soft voice, "Check your account, Mama. I sent you 5 million naira. Please start up a business. I don't want you to suffer anymore." Before Mama Agatha could speak again, Nina stepped forward and wrapped her arms tightly around her. "I love you, Mama. I'll see you this weekend," she whispered. Then she turned and walked away, her perfume lingering in the room long after she was gone. That Friday night, her phone rang. It was her friend, Kemi. "Babe, dress up. We're hitting the club tonight." Nina looked in her mirror and smiled. The night was calling, and she answered. That Friday night was like many others. Music, lights, alcohol, fake smiles, and temptation in every corner. The club was packed. Loud music throbbed through the walls of the popular Club Supreme, a favorite spot for Lekki social butterflies. Nina walked in, hips swaying, wearing a tiny, glittering dress that sparkled like 1,000 stars. Her squad, Kimmy, Bimbo, and Titi, were already on their second round of Hennessy when she arrived. "Babe, see that guy spraying money like water?" Kimmy whispered with wide eyes, pointing discreetly across the dance floor. And there he was, Shorla, tall, dark, and dangerously handsome, clad in all white, with heavy gold chains around his neck and rings on every finger. Shola looked like wealth had fallen in love with him. He was a man with a dark mission, hiding behind wealth and charm. He threw bundles of cash into the air. Girls screamed, dived, and fought for it. The DJ stopped the music just to hail him. "Big Shorla," the MC roared, and the club echoed with cheers. He hunted for the perfect prey, the innocent, desperate ones. And that night, Nina became his next target. Kemi leaned closer to Nina, her voice barely rising over the music. "I don't trust that guy," she said. nodding toward the tall man at the VIP corner. He throws money like water. Something feels off. Nina rolled her eyes, sipping her cocktail. Babe, stop with this your negative thought. I'm serious. There's something eerie about him. Look how people scramble for his money like flies. I pity them. Kemi responded. Nina giggled, watching the man, Shorla, spread Naira notes in the air with a cold smile. If he gives me green light tonight, I swear I'll follow him home and collect my own. Nothing will happen to me. Kemi's face tensed. Don't try it, Nina. I know we need money, but we have to be careful. My spirit doesn't like this guy. He's not normal. Before Nina could respond, she looked up and froze. Shola was staring right at her. He had noticed her gaze. His lips curved into a slow smile as he strolled toward them. Confidence in every step. Hello, ladies, he said smoothly. His voice was calm, deep, too calm for the noise around them. His eyes lingered on Nina. Can we talk outside? It's too noisy here. Nina smiled back, almost entranced. Sure, no problem. As she stood, Kemi grabbed her wrist, whispering fiercely, Please, Nina, don't. Nina pulled free gently, brushing her dress. Relax. I'll be fine. As they walked off, Kemi turned to the other girls at the table. I don't trust that guy one bit. I have a strong feeling he's a ritualist or a Yahoo boy. One of the girls scoffed. Nothing will happen to her. But Kemi's heart said otherwise. Shorla's eyes locked with Nina's. He smiled. She smiled back. He walked over, confident and magnetic. I've been watching you all night, he said in a deep voice. You're different. Special. Care to spend the night with me? $200K for your time. Nina smiled, her heart pounding, not with fear but excitement. The man was fine. And the money? Too sweet to resist. Where's your car? She asked, already texting her friends. Girls, see you tomorrow. I'm cashing out tonight. As they drove to Shorla's mansion, it was massive, silent, and cold. Somewhere in a koi, surrounded by tall gates and black SUVs. Inside, everything glittered, glass chandeliers, imported marble, lifeless statues. Nina looked around in awe. Is this your house? Godwin. Shorla smiled. Welcome to paradise, baby. Make yourself at home. They drank red wine. She danced seductively. He pretended to laugh. He watched her closely. But as midnight crept in, the air changed. Nina woke up hours later, groggy. She reached for Shola. He wasn't on the bed. Strange. She wore his shirt and walked barefoot into the dark corridor. The mansion was too quiet, too empty. Then she heard it, a low chant, in a strange, eerie language she couldn't understand. Her curiosity got the best of her. Slowly, silently, she tiptoed down the dark hallway, her heart pounding in her chest. She reached a wooden door, slightly ajar. Her fingers trembled as she pushed it open, just a little. What she saw froze her blood. Shorla stood completely naked in front of a burning altar. Blood stained the floor. Red candles flickered like restless spirits. Mysterious symbols, drawn in thick black paint, covered the walls. In his hand, a live chicken squirmed violently, as though it knew what was coming. He chanted. Behind him were pictures, portraits of women, all beautiful, all young, all marked with a red X. Then she heard him say, loud and clear, Tonight, Nina shall complete the 7. Her blood will bring fortune. Her knees weakened beneath her. She clutched her mouth with both hands to stop the scream rising in her throat. Tears welled in her eyes. Run. She turned and ran. Back to the room. Her fingers fumbled for her phone. She quickly dropped a pin and sent her live location to Kemi. Help me. Location sent. He's a ritualist, she whispered shakily into a voice note. Then she grabbed her dress, threw it on, snatched her bag, and crept toward the door. Just a few steps away from freedom. Then, he appeared. Shola, blocking the exit. Calm, smiling. His eyes glowed, faintly red in the candlelight. Going somewhere? He asked softly. Nina's legs gave out. She dropped to her knees, trembling. I didn't find you in the room, and the house is so big. I got scared. That's why I wanted to leave. But I didn't see you. I swear. She tried to smile, tried to look calm. But her eyes betrayed her. Shola's grin widened. Did you see anything? Nina's lips quivered. She clutched her bag tightly. No, I didn't see anything. I swear. Shorla tilted his head, voice cold and mocking. A wicked, empty laugh. You all say the same thing. But you already breathe the air of my secret. You're already marked. Shorla's smile vanished. Without a word, he reached for her. His grip was iron, cold, unfeeling. Nina screamed, but the house swallowed her voice. He dragged her down the hallway, her heels scraping against the tiled floor, her bag falling from her hands. Please, please don't do this, she cried, fighting him with all the strength she had. But he was stronger, much stronger. You should have minded your business, Nina, he said through clenched teeth. But no, curiosity must kill the cat. He pulled her into the secret room. The door slammed shut behind them. The air was thick with smoke and something foul or death. Candles still burned. The symbols on the walls seemed to shift in the flickering light. In the center of the room was a wooden altar, already stained with old blood. No, please, Nina sobbed, falling to the floor. Don't do this. I beg you. I'll give you money. I have savings. I just sent 5 million naira to my mother. I'll give you everything. Just let me go. Please. I beg you. I have a mother. She's old. I'm the one taking care of her. Please don't kill me. I'll do anything. I swear I won't say a word. I'll forget what I saw. Shorla stood over her, a cruel look in his eyes. How much do you think you can give to me? He whispered. Then he picked up a small bowl from the altar, dark, thick liquid swirled inside. He dipped his finger in and drew something on her forehead. A strange symbol. A mark. Shorla raised the dagger, long and curved, with ancient carvings on the blade, chanting in that strange foreign language. Her blood will be my eternal youth. Her blood will be the final seal. Her blood will bring more fortune. She screamed again, louder, desperate. Her hands clawed at the door. Her nails broke on the wood. Kemi, she cried. Kemi, please come. Please hurry. Her phone, still in her bra, was vibrating. She reached for it with a shaking hand. One last chance. She pressed answer and whispered, Kemi, it's me. He's going to kill me. But before she could say more, with a swift, merciless motion, Shorla slashed her throat. Silence. Her phone dropped to the floor. Blood pooled around her body, soaking the red cloth of the altar. And the 7th was complete. By morning, the police arrived with Kemi. They had tracked her location. Shola was sitting outside, pretending to read a newspaper. Officer, I don't know what you're talking about. She left around 2 a.m., but the inspector wasn't buying it. Her live location is still active, inside your compound. Her phone is off now. Sir, we're searching this place. Shorla protested, but the police were already combing the mansion. When they opened the hidden room, they all gasped. There she was, Nina's lifeless body, throat slit, eyes wide in horror. Shola tried to run. He didn't get far. The police shot him in the leg. The sun had just risen when Mama Nina's phone rang. It was Kemi, her voice trembling. Mama, Nina is gone. They killed her. The room spun. The basket in Mama's hand dropped. Jesus, my child, my only daughter, she wailed, falling to her knees and cried. I told her. I warned her. But she didn't listen. The news broke the next day. Lekki big girl murdered by Ritualist. The whole of Lekki shook with the news. And so, in the land where glitter blinds and greed burns, the tale of Nina became a warning. Told from mouth to mouth, street to street, to young girls chasing soft life at all cost. They say if you walk into Club Supreme today, some nights when the DJ turns down the music, you'll hear a faint whisper. Help me, it's Nina. Moral lesson. Choose wisdom over temptation. Every action has consequences. Live with integrity, and let kindness guide your path. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on more captivating tales. Also, drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. See you in the next video. Stay safe and take care.